Test, test, test. Test, test, test. We'll be playing some rank today. I'm just trying to finish unlocking this Murakami card, and then we will be off to the races.
Let's go chase! Let's go chase! Let's go chase!
I'm gonna give this one a few innings to try to hit these 6 home runs. If it's not looking good, then I'll switch. So far, we're getting some good swings off though. We'll just we'll get the Murakami throughout the stream if I'm not able to quickly get this one done. And we'll just hop right into ranked. A lot of hangers so far. Just want to get like 1 or 2 this inning. That would be great. See if Banana Man can do something. Nope. Might as well restart at that point, right? No point to pitching if I'm not homering in the first inning. That ball looks super weird. I think it started foul, went fair, and then went foul again. Kind of want to see a replay of that.
All right, let's go!
No, it stayed fair. For some reason, it looked like there, it almost looked like it had gone foul and then came back fair. But it's fair all the way. .88 off the bat, that's tough. Power swing, but just a little bit under it. See if this one gets up. It's a little bit low. Now we're good. It was hit really hard, 110. I was pretty sure it was good, but some of those just get a little bit of topspin and then it stays in the yard. Is it worth it? Is 1 home run worth it to go ahead and keep pitching? Oh, never mind. We don't even have to pitch. That's good.
That ball's foul.
That answers the question. Steven Kwan's got 60 power, which is plenty to hit home runs in DD. I didn't really check what difficulty this was, though. Might be veteran. PCI didn't look like enormously huge, but maybe not small enough to be all-star either. This guy's supercharged, right? Oh, he's got an actual diamond. I think his supercharged live series is better, though. Not veteran. Sure hope not. What up, numbers? How are you doing today? How did the rest of the series go against the Angel or the Athletics? Because I saw the walk-off comeback no-hitter game. That was something. Through the moments before coaching. Nice, nice. Angels got smacked. Oh, no. We unfortunately did not do you any favors in this Mariner series. White Sox lost 2 out of 3. They had a lot of opportunities today to win the game and didn't make it happen. Who's playing tonight for you guys?
Ball, that's out.
Is it softball coaching or baseball coaching? Hope the Angels go 63 and 99. That's a positive outlook. Draft some pitching. Softball tonight. Nice, nice. We've got a not fast pitch, but slow pitch softball starts in 2 weeks. I'm looking forward to that. I'll be coaching one day, but not anytime soon. Give pitching lessons? Nice.
Let's go, Cleveland. Off the plate, ball 1.
I feel like you can probably do as good as an Angels pitching coach as the Angels pitching coach could right now, so. I say that, but then like your pitching coach is Mike Maddox, so I don't know what's going on over there. It's not like it's just some random bum. Okay, we got 3 out of 6. Trying to finish up this moment here where you gotta hit 6 home runs, so I can get the Murakami card, and then we're gonna hop right into ranked. Mike Maddox was your pitching coach as a kid? What the heck? So not only if you would replace him, they would just be replacing him with the same philosophies. That's crazy. So he's literally out of all pitching coaches in the major leagues, he's the one guy whose job you couldn't take. Well, that's crazy. Wow. Have you talked to him recently? Or was it just kind of like a couple of years kind of thing, just a random kid? Or were you his superstar student?
That's inside.
Was it like... Because that wouldn't have been...
Move it. Move it. Oh, no.
That wouldn't have been long enough for it to be before his major league career. Because he was with Texas. That's the first time I remember seeing him. I remember him being with Texas like 15 years ago, probably. And probably much more recent, too. But I feel like the first time I remember hearing about him was when he was with Texas, like 10, 15 years ago. So I would assume he had been in the league already for a little bit. I probably could pinch hit. Probably don't need to hit with Patrick Bailey here. Good times, though. Huh. That's cool. Maybe that's the equivalent of like Ted Lasso going to coach his son's team. I really thought the new Ted Lasso season was going to be like him coaching coaching youth soccer or something. I kind of feel like it would be cool to see like one season of youth soccer. The women's team, like, it makes a lot of sense after when I thought about it after like the end of last season, but like one season of Little League would have been so fun. Oof. But then it could have turned into like kicking and screaming. That was a fun movie too. With Mike Ditka and Will Ferrell. I used to watch that a bunch when I was a kid. Kicking and screaming. It was like Will Ferrell like coaching his son's team. And then I think Mike Ditka was like the assistant coach for a little bit on that team.
Hey now, let's go.
Yeah, super fun movie. Now that I think about it, I feel like I want to watch it again sometime soon.
Now pitching for the Reds.
Ball, that pitch is out.
Number 70, DJ Antone.
I don't know why. I don't know if we just like recorded the movie when it was on TV one time, but we just like had a copy of it for no reason. Because we didn't usually like, we rented a lot of movies, but we never really bought like DVDs or anything. But we had that one at home for some reason. But I don't think it was like an official version. We must have like recorded it while I was on TV or something. That was one movie. The other movie we had like that was The Pacifier, where Vin Diesel is like a babysitter or something. Where can I upgrade my CF player? Right there in your channel points. I don't even know if I have those active anymore. How you doing, Zach? Happy summer to you, sir. Today was my wife's last day of work.
Let's go, Cleveland. Ball one.
School's out for the summer. But me, I got to go back to work tomorrow.
Let's go, Cleveland.
We got to go to 5 cities in the next 2 weeks.
Outside, that's a ball.
All right, Brandon Rocchio with 38 power. 101 off the bat, though. That's going to go. Make your way out west, I wish. We're going east. East, east, and further east. That's not 100% true. We're going east, and then further east, and then back west a little bit, and then a little further east. And then back home, and then the following week, a little bit west. But not Las Vegas west, unfortunately.
Unbelievable.
What do I do for work? I am a fire alarm designer. Oof.
Oh, come on. Oh, no.
West is cool, though.
Let's go. Come on.
If it wasn't so dang far, I would consider moving more west
Get it in gear. No.
in the future. I mean, like, I like Chicago. Well, that's the thing. I like Chicago a lot. And I would never move, like, in my head at least, if I didn't have to, if I don't have to, I would never move east, and I would never move to any place colder than Chicago or a cold weather state. But I would definitely consider in the future moving to a warm weather state. And I feel like there's a lot more decent ones in the West. But they're so far. Everybody lives so far away. It's too hot here. Yeah. Seattle's cool. Northern California, maybe. But I don't know. Maryland? Yeah. It gets cold there too, though, doesn't it? I'm guessing your winters probably aren't as like harsh as the Chicago winters, but I would guess that they're still like pretty snowy, probably even more snowy. I feel like the East Coast gets a lot more total snow than Chicago, even though Chicago's like really biting cold. Depends on the city. Yeah, makes sense. All right, we got 4 outs to get 1 home run. I probably should pinch hit here. Probably should have pinch hit like at the beginning of the game, but whatever. All right, Hedges. Power versus left at 47. Okay, 89 with Reese. There you go. Buddy that's here who's from Chicago. Really cool dude. Nice, nice. Does he like the weather better? Stay fair. Okay. This could go, but the wall's really tall. All right, nice. Took us 8 innings, but we got it done. 15 minutes into stream, I'll take it. If it was 15 minutes and I still lost, that would have been annoying. But you know what? We got the job done. I can't really complain. And I think now I have all the White Sox cards that are available. Where we are, it's just really cold. All the snow is more north. Okay. Yeah, see, none of those sound like a big win over Chicago. Like, I think it's hard to tell because I haven't been in the situation, but I feel like I would like it if it was just more warm all the time, because I think I would rather just have it be a little bit more consistent. It's hard for me to like bounce around between different temperatures and stuff. That transition period is always a killer for me. Okay, so Caro's coming in. Mune versus Mune. Let's see. The old one had more contact and power left, but I think, is that the base card or is that with all the stuff? Contact left 90. Versus 84. So this does not include, so the stats showing on the screen for the 90 overall Murakami is including like the +6 from the captain boost and the parallel boost. So the base is going to be still plus on pretty much everything. Stealing, arm strength, arm accuracy, that's the only L. Even the fielding is better on this card. Cool. The main thing is the vision, 54. And then the base on this one is only 45. So that's the only difference, but it's not significant enough of a difference to be worried about. So sick. This card's pretty nice out of the gate. Got the Sean Burke in here. Let's do it. Baltimore's a good choice because then you don't need to worry about now being there, being where there's a championship baseball team. Ah, yes. I see. They just got swept by the Rays, right? Man. The Yankees might have a cakewalk to the AL Championship Series. Maybe even to the World Series. It's pretty much just them and the Rays. It's going to be crazy. that the wild card, the first wild card winner is going to be like as good as the top ranked team in the AL, and then everybody else is going to be 500, including the other first place teams. We got a new ballpark, by the way, Chicago Spring. We'll do an October game to start, and then I think we'll do a daytime game after that. Forbes. The real question is, are there any hidden cows in the stadium? I wonder. I didn't start Edgar Caro. Murakami should be in there. Yep. We'll see what happens with Caro. Because I had a game with Drew Romo, and Drew Romo was really good for me. Caro's fielding is kind of bad. So he might just be like a pinch hitter for me. But my bench is kind of weird because I have 2 catchers on there. So I'd love a little bit more variety. I was so sick. Pretty much for a whole week. And I could not play video games, pretty much. Tried playing a little Overwatch, and it made me more sick. So instead, I spent the time making a ballpark. Temperature changes. Currently dealing with a bunch of small ants because it got hot and raining here. Dang. Is it like an infestation inside? Best friend is apparently a big Millennium fan. Let's go. Is that the same Chicago friend, Zach, or a different friend? Exterminators coming Tuesday. Dang. Different one? Okay. Ooh, that's a home run. Excuse me. Yeah, I saw it was like unseasonably hot.
Here we go, Noah.
My parents also, they got stranded in New York for 2 days. Their flight was yesterday at 3 o'clock, and then it kept getting delayed until 10:30, and then finally at like 10 o'clock it got canceled. And then they couldn't find anything today, so they're going to be stuck there till tomorrow. Different kind of sick now in the form of pulling Santana from a free chase back. Oh, that is pretty sick. I thought you were going to say sick as in like still a bad kind of sick, as in like you pulled a 2.5k diamond from a chase pack. But that's an even better kind of sick. I have more than one friend. I wouldn't judge if you did.
Here we go, Harold.
Sick brag. I was mostly asking because Millennium's from Chicago. Kind of. I think he was born in Chicago. I expect to pull a 2.5k diamond from a chase pack. Yeah, exactly. I feel like most of my chase packs I've pulled golds. Wait, is that a thing? Or am I thinking of the wrong pack? Murakami hits it off the wall. His debut swing is 91 off the bat. It's off the wall. I think that's fair play. Maybe I should drop my elevation a little bit. I think I have it at like 2,500. And I believe it's 340 down the line, 400 to center. I could be wrong about that though. Oh, I don't know if you were able to see what's going on in right field yet. Fernando Tatis, one of the White Soxes of all time. Tatis was a big part of White Sox franchise history. Let me put it that way. guaranteed from chase packs now. It was in the past though, right? If it has changed, that is good. Punched up the middle by Miguel Vargas. We'll try to send him home. We'll stay at second though. Don't need to make the third out at third here. Vargas hits that sinker pretty well for me. Drew Romo's got a couple of bombs. Not this time, though. This helped me a bunch because, like, I have so many lefties in this lineup, especially when Teal was my starting catcher. But as soon as I put Romo in, it really balanced out my lineup a lot better against lefties because I was getting destroyed by lefties. It was basically like, I think it happened on stream too. I would score like 7, 8, 9 runs against a righty, and then the next game, I'd face a lefty and then just get destroyed. I'd score like 1 run maybe. This week was Crosstown rivalry classic or whatever weekend, and while I was watching the White Sox and Cubs, couple of the, like, I didn't play much video games, but I did play a couple of games after I made this ballpark. And like the first or second game that I played was against a Cubs fan. So it was while the Cubs Sox was going on, and it was Cubs Sox in here too. Too high. That ribbon's a little deceptive sometimes. Throw from Luis Robert, not gonna happen. Possibility of a gold just to start out. Gotcha. Yeah, that must have been what it was. Maybe I don't know if I've opened any chase packs this year then. That being said, I've had really good pack luck the last year or two. Like pulling nearly every high diamond except for maybe Ohtani and Judge. But even then, I think at the end of the year last year, I pulled an Ohtani. So maybe some of those came in chase packs. It's like, it's more memorable when it's not a good card, I guess. Blue throw, got him. Almost even had time to throw to first, but I just wanted to make sure. Sometimes like you preload a throw or you're thinking you're preloading a throw. Even if they're already in the animation, I just don't trust it, right? Like they're already putting the tag down and you never know what's going to cancel your animation. So I just want to make sure the tag goes through. Is an all Jolt team still viable in ranked play? What is the overall on those cards? Is it 90? I have Harold Baines in the lineup somewhere. Game log. Player stats. Base card is 88. You're not going to get any boosts, though. That's the thing. Is it viable? I mean, like, look. I'm using the White Sox team. The Sam Antonacci card had a 2-homer game against a lefty for me. And he's got 59 power. Even with the captain boost. So, I don't know. On some level, I want to say, like, anything is viable if you were good with their swings. So, I'll say mostly yes. I don't feel like there's any, like, insane lockdown pitchers. I haven't really been playing too much, so I could be wrong about that, especially with a couple of new pitchers that came out. But I feel like pitching's not super, super deep to the point where 88s are just going to get destroyed. Parallel them to like a 92 maybe. And then they're still like pretty competitive. And if you do parallel mods, like depending on how you do it, if you parallel mod into all hitting stats, then, you know, maybe you'll be lacking a little bit defensively, but the offense will probably be there to match up against those decent pitchers. Enough steps to buy the Ohtani card Tuesday. Looking to finish NL East tonight. Nice. Baines being able to hit a line drive there. On a P5, all 60 of them, which is faster on ranked. Yeah, I think you can have fun with it. I think it's possible. it would be kind of nice if you're able to like get some boosts with it, but like it's probably doable. I just remember looking at those Jolt cards at the beginning of the year being like not impressed with them at all.
Let's go. Let's go.
So what I think will mostly happen is like you'll have a lot of platoon cards. You'll have a lot of like 1-2 dimensional cards. And so it's doable, but I think you'll have a lot of boom and bust games. That's what I'm wondering too. Like, are you talking about the captain boosts? Or just the stats of the card itself if they're not doing more team affinity? Also, annoyingly, they keep saying, oh my god, they keep saying stuff like these new programs, we're not doing team affinity, which makes us able to put like more cards into the game in other places. I'm like, yeah, cool. And then the annoying thing about doing this like team so early in the year is that I keep waiting for the White Sox cards, and like they'll do a whole Jolt program, a whole like what was the one that came out last week? Murals. They'll come out with like these entire programs with like 40 cards, and then none of them are on the White Sox. Whereas like if you're not doing a theme team, like usually every drop will have at least one card that you're interested in. The boosts and the card stats. I feel like the boosts, it depends on if they are going to plan to do another set of captains somewhere, even if it's not team affinity necessarily. If they don't do another set of captains somewhere, because I think like the all-star cards will probably have stats, or sorry, probably be captains again. So I don't know. The fact that they gave us one of each, pitcher and hitter, already, it's a tiny bit concerning, but who knows? Just trying to think of any time in the future where they are likely to give us another pitcher and a hitter again. Because like All-Star, you can guarantee that everybody gets a card, but you can't guarantee that it's going to be a pitcher and a hitter. In fact, it will be almost a guarantee that it won't be pitcher and hitter from every team.
Ball 3.
One hitter, pitcher, captain combo for every team, which makes the most sense for them to like put it into team affinity again, but they've already said that they're not doing that. So it's just a little, I don't know if it's strange or if it's like what the plan, if they have a plan for something like that. I don't know. But all that to say, like if they are not planning on giving us another set of captains, then I think for sure we get upgraded captain boosts. I'm not as sure that they would boost the card itself. I think they could do it, but it's not something they've really done in the past. But they have adjusted captain boosts before, so I could see that definitely happening. But it also feels like, you know, even last year they had like plus 12s and stuff like that. Although that was more for the second boost. Although the first boost that came out last year were a lot more variable, just depending on like how good the cards on that team were. So I think the Red Sox, like they had like plus 5s or something like that by the end of it, and the White Sox were still getting plus 12s. So I don't know. That part's still a question mark. Oh, he still gets the 2. That's tough. Almost messed up to the point where I was going to get first and third.
Come on, Drew.
I almost would not want them to just upgrade the cards because, like, Harold Baines has been pretty good for me, but I wouldn't mind, like, another player, someone else, just for fun. I want to see, like, a bronze or silver Manny Ramirez for the White Sox at the beginning of a year. We need veteran Impact Fat Griffey back on the team. Who else could we get?
Let's go, Noah.
There's some dudes. Those are the two, like, most notable, of course. That just got signed, like, at the end of their career. Or traded for, I mean.
Did he go? Did. Get real.
Oh, that's nasty. Yikes. This team's been holding up, though. I've had some pretty good offensive games with this team.
Off the plate, ball one.
Like I said, especially once I added Drew Romo and really balanced out the lineup a little bit better. Then I was feeling a little bit more confident. Some parallels here and there. A couple more pitchers have been added. Antonacci's swing is insane too. He's got a lot of power for me. One of his homers, lefty-lefty, was against Aroldis Chapman to win the game for me. I think his first home run was against, like, whatever the lefty Suarez is. Ranger Suarez, is he the lefty? I think Robert Suarez is the righty. But I was talking about how I always get those guys mixed up. And then Robert Stevenson. There we go, knocking it through. Ray Durham's really fallen off for me. He might get the boot pretty soon.
Now we're talking, baby. Let's go.
Especially if we get one more infielder. Oh, man. Baines has started to hit for power for me. He's hit like 3 in his last couple games. And 9 hits, only 2 runs. Not able to string anything together.
Leading off for the Badgers, the first baseman, number 33, Eddie.
The parallels on the pitchers are falling way behind the hitters. I feel like it is true that, like, per game, for instance, if you're playing, like, offline or something, it's easy to kind of spam the same pitcher every game. So, per game, per outing, they probably rack up their parallels pretty quickly, but because you're not using them as often, I feel like the hitters are way faster to do now. Just when you're playing, like, with your ranked team.
Up next for Wisconsin, the third baseman, number 7, Bobby Witt Jr.
All right, quick inning there.
That's it. Yes.
The first baseman, number 5,
As soon as this guy, like, starts taking, like, 1 or 2 pitches, then they hit a home run. I feel like that's happened both the times that they've homered. If they don't make a quick out, then it turns into a decent at bat. Sometimes even if they're just, like, swinging and missing on the first couple pitches. Boone trying to hit another one off the wall, but not this time. Hit it very hard, though. Maybe I got to take a page out of that book. Not swing at every pitch.
Come on, Fernando.
Brilliant idea.
inside. Ball one.
There you go. There it is. That's my one take. Now I can swing at everything again. Anybody playing the new Forza game? I don't think I have Game Pass anymore. I streamed it a few times, but I don't think I've touched it since then. And then my Game Pass expired by then. But I'm glad I got to try it. I don't think I'm going to play 6 anytime soon, though. I need to turn on the setting that lets you see like the last 25 pitches. Especially that now R2ing isn't a thing anymore. So they can just start pitching right through it. And I don't have to feel bad about spamming it all the time. That's a rough output for my opponent there. Curveball low and in. Pretty much in the dirt. There's that sinker. Well, people like to throw that pitch to Vargas, and Vargas is one of those guys that like loads pretty early and doesn't get beat by the sinkers as much if you're ready for it. But I just missed the PCI that time. It shows up a little bit late, but I think the timing gets affected by the PCI location. There you go. Acuna's got one of the homers in this game.
Ball. That's inside.
I've seen pitches further than that get called a strike.
Swing, better. Move it.
Circle change, I'm pretty sure they've hit one of their homers on a circle change, but the rest of them have been a lot of outs for me. Another quickening. It's a good rally here with the bottom of the lineup. Zach Wheeler, 44 pitches. Nothing crazy going on there.
Come on now. What was that?
Third baseman,
Sweeper that time. The Wheeler's got the sweeper and the curveball. Is that a good combination? I feel like sweeper slider is a little bit more popular. But then you're just getting like sweeper curveball is just like kind of two looping pitches. But it's been working for this guy. I just feel like you don't see that too often. I would really love to upgrade my center fielder. But Roberts like had some really good games for me. And I like that he's batting towards the bottom of the lineup because then I don't have much pressure with him, but it's actually the defense that kills me more than his offense. I've had a ton of plays where any like decent center fielder in this game would have made the play, but ends up being a double in the gap. It happens a lot with him in center field.
That's a ball.
Circle change on the corner. There we go. Sinker stays inside for me. And another quick inning. Noah Schultz threw 7. Zach Wheeler, not even at 50 pitches yet, through 6. Good pitch. I need to take some of those low pitches I'm not laying off right now. Splitter fading away. Couldn't lay off of that.
Come on, Harold.
He knows it too. Even if I lay off one, they're like, I'm going to go there anyway. And Mr. White Sox is still going to swing at the next one. Realize I can boost a bunch of hitter captains playing the event. There you go. That's pretty clutch. All right, 3-0 now to Harold Baines. My finger's literally off the controller. This hand's not on. My thumb is off as well. Take 3-1. I'm gonna take the 2 strikes here. I feel like on All-Star I can hit on 3-2 as well as I can on 3-1, so it's fine. What's the event theme going on right now? That ball was either ball 4 or it was going to be a base hit, so here we go. Ball goes bye-bye. I wish. 50 hits for Harold Baines, though. Now ball goes bye-bye with Murakami up. Oof, what a pitch. Oh, man, I was late on it. Didn't feel like it. I felt like I was right on that ball. Maybe the slide step threw me off a little bit. One of the... Feels like I haven't had many base runners, but I think I've had like 11 hits or something. Most of them have just been these like little below the zone, like ground balls through the infield, because that's all they're throwing because I keep swinging at it. All right, Schultz at 65 pitches now.
Come on, Noah.
The one thing helping me out here is that they're also swinging at my pitches below the zone.
That's a ball.
I think I've mixed in some high pitches a little bit more. Uh-oh. Here you go. This is a Luis Roberts special for you. He's not catching anything in center field that's not right at him. All right, let's see if the changeup can continue to do the heavy lifting here.
Nope. Outside.
Ball does hit the ground. Or sorry, it does not hit the ground. Thought it might short hop, but I wasn't going to try to be cute with that one.
Ball 1.
Bobby Witt, not the best double play candidate, so just kind of hope they hit it hard right at the second baseman or something. Totally fine with a pop out as well. Ellie's been killing me. Now in yellow energy as well. Not loving this matchup, regardless of who's in the game.
What do you got?
Ellie's collection, let's go. Nice. Maybe I should play the Moonshot event. I haven't played a Moonshot event in a long time. Ever since they started spamming it like every other event, I haven't really been playing it. It was less about that, though, and like, there started to be a lot of moonshots where you just end up like playing these 2-to-1 games, and it made no sense.
Up next for Wisconsin, the right fielder, 21, Ronald Acuna Jr.
I'm gonna kind of use Raleigh Fingers as a setup man. Sorry, as my closer now. And Gossage is more of a setup guy. High leverage. He's got pretty good clutch, but I think a lot of these like late inning relievers do. Not a blue throw, but not enough speed. Still safe. That's tough. Blue throw for sure would have got him. But I thought that was going to be good enough. Durham immediately makes the play, so we give up the lead. 5, 6, 7 coming up. Skeens is the only thing standing between me and Albert. Oh, that's not bad at all. You can make 100K real quick. Okay. 3 singles. Garrett Clevenger is in. I was hit really hard. I wasn't even trying to hit that one hard. I just wanted to dump it over the third baseman. Get on base again. Clevenger's going to make his own play here. 66, and I got about 30. Nice. Albert will be yours before the end of the day. It's 88 off the bat, and it's gone. Dang. I don't think my elevation's crazy like that. My elevation's like 2,000 feet. And this fence is 340. Maybe I should put it down to like 1,000 feet, maybe. At this point, I definitely will. We'll take it, though.
Let's go, Drew. Here we go, Drew.
There we go, Drew Romo. Very similar stats to Edgar Caro against lefties for sure.
Nice rip. Here we go.
Antonacci, he's the one that got homers against lefties. Let's see what he's got against Clevenger. We're going to be swinging away. Doesn't matter if he's got 57 power. This guy can hit. Who's at second base? Vargas? Now Drew Romo. I could pinch run. Because Teal's got speed, I think. 64. Just go ahead and pinch run with Kyle Teal. I could have even done like a double switch type situation. Pinch ran with Max Clark and then substitute him and then put in a catcher. So I would have put him into like left field or something. Probably a little bit better of a move, but it's not like I was going to steal third. I just wanted a little bit more speed so I could score on a single. And if it was the 9th inning, maybe I would have thought differently as well, but we will continue on here. I think Goose is probably going to stay in until he gives up a base runner. Though I do give up a lot of homers with him, so a homer here would be really bad. Stress this Thunder game. Good luck. Appreciate you. And the Chat and Wemby battle, that is definitely cinema. Called strike, nice.
Ball 2.
Sit him down.
There we go. Nobody touching him so far other than the first hit he gave up to give up the lead.
Ball. Down.
Cards boosted to 90 at parallel 3. Okay. That's pretty good.
Come on, Goose.
Unfortunately, your goal of getting them to parallel 5 means as soon as they get like the best that they can be, you're not using them anymore. So that's unfortunate, but
Let's go, Ray.
at least that helps a little bit on the way there. Definitely in events, those cards are going to hang, especially in Moonshot. That's perfect.
Here we go, Ray.
He's hitting foul after foul. That's all I can do with these pitches. Like, that's ball 4. 90 off the bat. Seems like right field plays a lot bigger than left field, but I think the fences are the same distance. I'll have to check that too. Not that that should have been a home run by any means, but based on the 88-mile-an-hour home run we had,
Oh, he's out.
kind of figured that one would be off the wall or something.
The first baseman, number 5, Munataka.
Ball.
Murakami.
Let's go.
Stays fair. It's going to be probably a single. Yeah, we're not going to turn. We're going to leave him. I don't think I'm going to pinch run on this one.
Nice rip.
Tatis either he's going to ground out or homer, so. Or hit a deep fly out to left center field.
You gotta be kidding me.
It's either that or play against the CPU over and over and over and over and over. Yep. Yep. You are 100% correct. All right, let's go Raleigh Fingers. A lot of switch hitters on this team, too. I actually don't know what Raleigh Fingers clutch rating is. It's 109. Okay, good. I was going to say there's a couple guys on my team in my bullpen that are like, they're fine. They're not anything crazy. What a pitch. They're not anything crazy, but when you look at their clutch rating, they're a much better pitcher. So some of them are just like, they're average unless you put them in like extra innings, with runners on base, obviously. Then they become a little bit better. So I would have been annoyed if I had those pitchers sitting around and then I used a guy that had low clutch, but Raleigh's got good clutch too. So it's all good in the end.
Sit him down.
If I did that, you'd think I think I would play on veteran, maybe even all-star. Veteran is bold. Hardest difficulty in the game. Quick work for Raleigh. Let's get it done. This game is too sweaty. Yes, sir. I didn't think it would end up like this. But it's really just me swinging at every pitch. Like, if I look at the swing feedback on every batter, it's just going to be like 1 strike and then 14 pitches out of the zone. It's one of those games. How you doing, Dan? Happy summer. First year in the books. How's it feel? Oh, that gets through. Good speed is second. And we were walking away winners. Just had to wait for Dan. I was just waiting for Dan to come in so we could win the game. Appreciate that, my man. Passed all your classes? That's all you need. That's all it comes down to. 15 hits versus 6. This is a good warm-up game. 667 now. Could be running into some Hall of Fame games pretty soon. Got a lot of cards out of that one. Let's go refine the ballpark a little bit. We're going to double check the fences and we're going to double check elevation. So elevation is at 2,000 right now. which I don't think is anything crazy for the fences that I have. But there were a couple dumb, like that Vargas home run was kind of dumb, so I'm going to put this down to 1,000. Okay, 1,000. Then also I want to make this different color. Okay. And finally, current configuration. It doesn't say what the current configuration is, which is not helpful. But it's fine. Save changes, and we are out. Actually, I think I have to load it again. Overwrite Stadium, and I think I have to reload. Sounds good, Dan. Okay. Let's see if this game plays a little bit more normal. I was kind of surprised to see a Murakami card. Just because, like, I'm expecting one for the All-Star game. Yeah, it's still 2 months away. Now that I think about it, for some reason I thought it was like a month away. 2 months away, that makes sense. Because I think the All-Star cards were like 98s or 99s last couple of years. Chances Raleigh drops below 60, below 90. What is he right now? Is he right at 90? In any case, I think it's super highly likely. Unless he's like a 94, which I don't think is the case. Position, catcher. I'm the away team this time. Live series, Cal Raleigh is a 90 right now. Yeah, 100% he goes below 90. He's injured, but he was like bad enough before he was injured that he's definitely going to drop. I think there's a decent chance like he turns it around this season and goes back up, but I think they're lying to themselves if they don't drop him below 90. Unless he's been injured since the update. Is that true? How long ago was this update? Roster updates. The last one was on May 15th. Oh. In that case, it was only 5 days ago.
Ball.
Oh, wait. The big roster update was 2 weeks ago on May 8th. 5 days ago, was that mostly transactions? First batter of the game is Ray Durham taking him deep.
Come on now. Are you kidding me?
You can do it. Let's go.
Yeah, it just depends on how many games played he had since then, because I know he's been injured, so that would be the only thing stopping him. is if he was injured for all the games in between now and that previous one.
Ball, that's inside.
So yeah.
Right. Hey.
I want some gas. And it is a lefty. We have to make our switch hitters work hard in this game. Game looks like PCI still looks like it's on All-Star, so just got to run into a couple balls in this game. Staying into the lefty, I'll keep that in mind.
Punch him out.
Seeing the ball well against him with my righties, though. Durham smashed the first one, and then Tatis had a couple good swings here.
Come on, come on.
Let's go.
Yeah.
All I really need to do is not make early outs with my lefties. Just work some at-bats. Even if I don't get hits with them, like, if I can work some 5-pitch at-bats with the lefties and then just hit him with the righties, we'll be fine. That assumes that I do okay on the pitching side.
Hey.
Base hit now.
Soroka's been good for me, though.
Come on, come on.
Yes.
Come on.
112 off the bat of Cabrera.
Ball inside.
So I certainly did not beat him on that pitch, but we come out winners anyway. Colson lacking in speed a little bit. He's got 99 fielding though.
Ball inside.
The swing felt like it was going to hit 5,000 miles, but just slightly underneath. 2 hits, no runs. Not shown, 112 mile an hour line out, double play. Does not go inside to Montgomery on the first pitch. Or the second pitch. Interesting.
Hey, let's go.
Murakami went inside 3 times.
Hey, baby.
And I was kind of looking for the pitch I got there. Slider over the middle. Vargas 89 again. Just like last game. This fence is just a little bit farther away. That was a great swing, actually. The timing was perfect. And the PCI was pretty close.
Move it, move it, move it.
Leading off for Detroit, the left fielder, number 8, Ian.
I think I didn't really cough today. That's good. Until now.
Nope. Ball 1. Oh, yeah!
Another hard hit ball. That's probably what they were looking for with, and that's why I threw that 4-seamer to Jordan. I figured they were looking sinker and they popped it up the way that I was hoping.
That's a ball. Good eye. Keep the inning alive. Hustle, hustle.
If I got a blue throw, I probably would have thrown through.
We need a base hit here.
That's all I needed there. Gonna play for a double play here, I think.
Move it.
Probably should have done a bear down.
Outside, that's a ball.
It's exactly where I wanted it though, so it's fine. Oh man,
Take your base.
that was really close.
Here we go, Travis. Look out for the double play. Aye.
There we go.
Let's go, Travis.
I'm fine with that pitch. Okay.
What was that?
We got the tag,
Oh, he's in there.
and that's going to be it. I was actually trying to make a play at home there, but it was hit way slower than I was expecting.
Ball, that's outside. Safe.
Because I kind of figured, well, way slower than I was expecting, and also, like, I kind of figured that the double play wasn't going to happen just because of the angle. It's like, if I'm going to get one, I might as well get the one at home, but then even that seemed a little far-fetched. Oops. All right.
Ball, that's in.
They might try something sneaky there after that first guy went.
Ball in.
This one's looking like it's going to be a bullpen game. If I can get 4 innings out of Soroka, I think I'm just going to have to hit my way out of this one.
That's a ball.
It was a little too high.
Ball 4. Take your base.
What did I throw him last time? It was a cutter, and then whatever my triangle pitch is. I think it's a sinker.
Base hit now.
Get out of the zone a little bit more. Yep. Oh no! Should have gone straight to 3. That's tough.
Hustle.
There you go. Made a play for once.
Yeah, that's right. Way to barrel it. Come on, Ian. Here we go, Ian.
We're just going to have to hit.
Let's go, Ian. Let's go.
All things considered, I feel like there were no gappers in that inning, right? It was all just ground balls through the infield. Like low line drives.
Nope.
I don't exactly feel like I was getting beat up in that inning. There were some hard ball, like it was not like
Let's go.
soft, like terrible swings or anything, but
Robert.
they also weren't like insane lifting the ball or anything. Enough to the point where like I feel okay with that pitching.
Swing.
Man,
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
throwing some dots. So Durham led off the game with a home run and then pretty much nothing since.
That's a ball.
Just say I think they're going to go to the fastball a little bit more now.
He's out. That's it.
I was looking for it there, but the last two outs there were pretty good pitches. Not feeling too bad about that.
Drop it right out. You got this.
There's one over the head.
That's right. Yeah, baby. Did he go? Ball one.
Nice Lurv gets the ground ball.
Yeah, we'll take it. Did your job. Good job.
I probably should be using the slurve a little bit more. I just feel like a little bit tough to throw as a primary pitch. I don't want to throw it like that often. That time I threw 3 pitches in a row, so that was probably just dumb. I can't really blame the slurve on that one. This one's probably going to drive in a run too. Runner was off with the pitch.
Let's go. Here we go. Let's go, Miguel.
Couple of bad choices in this inning. Last inning was just like a little bit better situational hitting. Taking what I was given.
All right, let's
That
go.
inning, though, I threw some dumb pitches.
Yeah, that's right.
Still can't get around to the ball, though. Not helpful. Try to square that one up a little bit better, and then circle change. Knuckle curve. I feel like I haven't seen that pitch yet. It's an R1 pitch. Murakami do be whiffing. No outer PCI on that swing. If you could see it. You could see the feedback there. Tatis. Line out. 10-1 hits. Last game was just like that, but it was a much closer game.
Leading off for Detroit, the third baseman, Skipper. Go.
See, we're at 51 pitches. If I had even like 3 runs, I would probably take out the pitcher. But as long as I'm not really hitting, it's not worth it to burn my bullpen. I'm better off taking the loss with a mercy rule. He's going to kill Soroka's ERA, who is probably my best pitcher in this White Sox rotation. Excuse me.
Get there.
But he's going to balloon from like a 150 to like a 6.
Ball one.
See if a mound visit can salvage anything. Got a little bit of confidence back, but not going to be enough to do anything. These are the kind of matchups where you wish you were playing on Hall of Fame.
Come on, Ian.
Level the playing field a little bit.
What was that?
Okay, get on the hands just a little bit.
Hey, you got this.
Bad pitch. Somehow that's the one we get away with, though.
Inside ball.
All right. Take a pitch or two with the lefty. Lefties in the first, I didn't really do that with. Or last inning.
You got this. Let's
Okay.
go. Yeah, baby.
Ball feels like a million miles an hour.
Ball one. Ball two.
Too early. All right. Slider doesn't seem like it moves too much, I think. So I thought that one was going to be well below the zone. And I usually swing at every pitch below the zone, and somehow they just stayed right there. Man, that's unlucky. There's been a couple of these with Vargas specifically. I feel like if I don't pull the ball with him, I'm not getting anything going. Just act like you're playing me and you'll get an easy win. What up, King Rafik? Let's see. Let's see if I can put that into my mind. Let's see if we can turn this game around. What's going on, dude?
Ball.
I feel like I haven't seen you in a bit. Well, most people haven't seen me in a bit, so valid.
Leading off for the Chargers, the second baseman, Travis Pastrana.
Right fielder Tatis. Nice. Not going too crazy with that swing, just putting it the other way. Smart. They had been rolling over a good few pitches in a row, so I was comfortable throwing that pitch, but with a guy with less speed, they didn't overswing. Plays it first here.
No, you get there. Get there. We'll take it. What are you doing? Nice sacrifice there. Nope. Outside.
I just need a sign of life for my offense. I can take Soroka out of this freaking game. All right, Colson Montgomery. Auto dive for the win. Now let's turn this game into a win.
Come on. Come on.
Ellie looks so funny because he moves so fast, but he's so tall. He was like lumbering over there in 1,000 times speed. That one I don't think is going to drop.
All day, baby. Come on. Yeah,
Okay. I just feel like I have to swing out of the hand right now. It was one of those games which doesn't feel very fair or fun.
Come on, ball.
Pretty much any pitch that I've gotten, like I was looking for, got it, swung at it, then I was like late or very late. And then everything, obviously everything else is just like swinging out of the zone. But that's the thing is like as you progress through the game and the more and more you feel like you're not catching up to the pitches that you are seeing, the more you just
Way to be patient. Well
swing out of the zone because you have less time to see it. Burnt out content isn't very good. I feel you. That's why I'm pretty much just playing the White Sox theme team. I grinded for like the first couple of weeks, and then I was like, all right, not enjoying it. Also, like not very good at the game anymore. So that's even less of an incentive to want to grind. There's a weird like in between where if I don't play too much, like right now I'm playing once a week, and when I play once a week I enjoy it. But as soon as I play like more than twice a week, then I get frustrated. Whether it's my own frustration at myself at the game or the game itself. That ball is gone. Game called to mercy rule. All right. And the content, yeah, it seems like there's not much content until I get excited when I have 2 cards like I did today. 15 hits given up by Soroka. Was that game on Hall of Fame? That guy was 740. The PCIs looked a little smaller, but at least if it's on Hall of Fame, then I would say I don't feel as bad. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about that game. But it makes sense why I was late on stuff. It just seemed like the PCI was bigger than I was expecting for it to be on Hall of Fame. But yeah, like I don't really understand what their content structure is. Like at least like there were some years where content was like hit or miss, or people would have differing opinions on it. That umpire was huge compared to Ray Durham. There were some years like that, and then, but you could at least see kind of what the vision was. This year, I don't really see what the vision is, you know? Some years it's just like, okay, just play for a bunch of packs. Some years it was grind and grind and grind. Get your team affinities, that kind of stuff. Now it's just like randomly do a little mini program. Here's a big collection with like no cards that you actually want to use. Random new programs. So, I'm not really sure. Not sure what the vision is.
Ball. That's inside. You gotta be kidding me. Come on now.
One theory that's popping into my head is that they're intentionally scaling back on stuff like that. I feel like they probably are now a little bit more dialed in on how they make their money in terms of like, okay, this many people usually buy during a stub sale. This is how much we make during like a big collection. And then we're going to put our, excuse me, our effort towards who knows what. That's the question mark, is like, what is the end goal here?
Let's go. No!
Because if they're scaling back to like reallocate, sure. but what could they be heading towards? And I've been saying for a little while, like, I wouldn't mind if this game was a battle pass situation. Not that I think like battle passes are amazing and like it's the best way to do stuff, but because I think the alternative right now, I think this game is just like behind the times when it comes to production development, because of the fact that it is a live service, but they don't, but it doesn't get sold as a live service. So I think they're falling behind because of that. And so I could see it where like if they're scaling back on content, to have those content people like working on a live service version of the game to come out soon, then I could see that being the case. And I probably don't mind that too much because there's only so far that they can take the game with the way that it's currently structured. But in the meantime, everybody just like doesn't enjoy it, so I don't know. It's the question of what happens in the meantime. Swing and a miss from Romo. Pretty good numbers against lefties, though. And I've been, so far in this game, lifting the ball pretty much with every hitter. Just not going anywhere just yet. Of course, my first hit is going to be a little, I don't know if it's my first hit, but to get on base, I have to hit a little jam shot. The perfect with Colson, of course, couldn't do anything. I like how that ball's way more towards center field, and they still give it to Fernando Tatis. Because Luis Roberts just that bad. I feel like the more I think about it, the more tinfoil hat I'm willing to bet on it. Because we were also talking earlier about team affinity. The fact that like there's some of these programs that take a lot more planning, I would say. And it's not the kind of stuff that they're doing so far. A lot more of what they've done so far is the cookie cutter type of stuff. With the like mini programs and the card collections and stuff like that. And they've kind of already dialed that in from previous years. That's an out too. Okay. 0 for 2 on perfect so far. Of all guys, it had to be Ray Durham. See if this perfect isn't out. It's not a home run. But it doesn't get caught. Yeah, so the more I think about it, the stuff that takes a lot of planning, like the team affinity, is what they axed. And so it kind of feels like they're trying to free up their time. So if they're taking the people that do like big picture stuff in the live service content and reallocating them to like a battle pass team. Try to figure out future years. The more and more that I think about it, the more the evidence is starting to stack up.
Let's go, Tom.
Because for now, like at the beginning of the year, you can pretty much blueprint. All right, you can schedule out this point of the year. We want to push out like 98s, 99s are going to come out at this time. This is when we went 95s. And then to start the year, like you did your team affinity. And so a lot of this stuff is, none of that's dynamic. You're kind of coming into the year knowing exactly what you want to do. And then the rest of the programs and stuff, like you put a smaller team together. It's kind of, like I said, it's dialed in from previous years. So you just got to follow your template. And then the little details, like you just got to fit within the existing guidelines. So it's nothing like new or fresh in that way. So the big picture type stuff, like those people can be doing other stuff. Maybe. The one thing holding me back is the question of like how MLB The Show mobile fits into this. Because I know they want to release that game, but I don't know if it's like the same team or like an overlap of teams. Because at least like, I don't know. On one hand, it's MLB The Show content. On the other hand, like mobile content is way different than console content, just across all the gaming. Like mobile, you really get blasted with microtransactions as opposed to console. Console like definitely has microtransactions, but it is not the same culture as like mobile gaming. Mobile gaming, you're like expecting to see ads for microtransactions like pretty much every time you go to a new screen. And so I would be kind of annoyed if like they're losing out on content on the console game because they're trying to figure out content from the mobile game. It's a separate game, not playing it. Yeah, I feel you. I don't think it's going to be like our cup of tea for sure. I will probably give it a shot just because like I like to have a game on my phone to kill time sometimes. But the main question is like, is there overlap from the teams, right? Like, are the people, are there any people working on the console game that are either shifting to that game, or like how that part works? Because if they're taking away content from this game to have those people work on mobile game, that'll be pretty annoying. But if it's to work on a future release, a live service game, then I'm for it. You would like to have both, but I would be okay with that sacrifice. That being said, there were a lot of things that I said that about in the past like 6 years. I still don't know like how much COVID impacted it, but there were a lot of times where it was like, okay, if they got to take a step back this year, so next year can be a lot better, then that's fine. And I don't think that was ever ended up being the case. They did add features here, like here and there every year, which was really cool, but
Let's go, Rod.
I never felt like they quote unquote fixed the game or solved like major issues. Whether it's gameplay or content or whatever. At that point I gave up on it. Now I do my own thing. But at one point I was like, yeah, I'm willing to have one bad year in exchange for the next 5 years being amazing. But it didn't turn out that way, so it's not like I'm expecting it to happen in this case too.
Ball, that's in.
I learned my lesson. Now we just have fun with it whatever we can.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Seeing a comment in the lineup is a little bit jarring. Until you remember that they're supercharged up to a 96.
Come on, Colt.
I've played a few of the mobile baseball games. Some of them are like very fun for a short amount of time, and then it's like, okay, this is stupid. But like at first they're like pretty fun, I would say.
Swing now.
Now batting for Chicago, the
I just realized I didn't have variable refresh rate on this whole time. Let's see if this helps. Usually when I have variable refresh rate on, the input lag goes way down. And immediately hit a laser with Robert Jr., who I've been hitting just super late with all day. And I think that was the problem. I think we figured it out. It's going to flash a little bit. It should stop flashing soon, but...
Let's go, baby.
let's see what happens. If I score 4 runs next inning, then yeah, that was absolutely the reason.
That ball's foul. Off the
Oh,
plate,
wow.
ball 1.
That looked pretty good.
Ball 2.
Shea Langoliers in the Cubs uniform. I can see it. Well, let's try this pitch again. There you go. 4 strikeouts for Q.
Inside, ball 1.
It'd be kind of cool if we got like boosted versions of all these WBC guys at some point in the future. Kind of like for no reason, but just for fun.
Here we go, Brooks.
Ball 1.
Oh, that was another good pitch. I feel like that's another problem with content is the saturation of cards anyway. So like, wouldn't make sense. They already had to skip like pipeline cards because of World Baseball Classic.
leading off for the Pelicans, the designated hitter, Harold.
So just throwing a bunch of them in there would make no sense, but it would be cool. Yeah, it's got to be variable refresh rate because he's only throwing 91, and I was still late on stuff before. The Tarek Skubal last game, I told you, it felt like a million miles an hour. I'm pretty sure it was the VRR. Now everything feels right. Not that Glavin's throwing hard at all, but it was just like it didn't feel right. Not messing around at second base.
That's right. All right, Tommy.
Nope, that's inside.
I said my litmus test was going to be if I score 4 runs.
That's ball 2.
See if we can do it.
Here we go, Tom.
Strike him out.
Very close. 78-mile-an-hour changeup.
Take charge.
Definitely hard to stay back on. But when the fastball is only 91, it's only a 13-mile-an-hour difference. It's those ones that are like Gagne when he throws 98 or 100 and then throws the 78-mile-an-hour changeup. That's where it gets tricky. I didn't hit anything this inning, but
Get on your horse.
I felt like the timing was a lot better. Very encouraging going into the last 3 innings.
Let's go, Ian.
That's where, like I said earlier,
Get on your horse.
the more you're like late on pitches, the more you're trying to swing earlier. And then when you try to swing earlier, you just have less time to see the ball, and the less time you have to see the ball, the more likely you are to swing at bad pitches.
Move it.
Murakami with the pick, nice. This Gold Glove Nico Horner card. Good cut from Colson. Sometimes your shortstop will like go too far towards the center, and then they'll pick up the ball kind of weird. Not have enough time to throw him out. But he adjusted, came in on the ball a little bit, and was able to make a better play, better angle. And that wasn't even me, like that was just the animation. I was still pushing the stick the same direction, but because he's got such a high fielding rating, I think he kind of changed directions on his own.
Nope.
Took the best possible angle there.
Are you what is that?
Start of this game was a little rough when it came to the perfects. I think it was like 0 for 2, 0 for 3. I think the last 2 have been hits.
T-O-M, Tom time. Let's do it, Tom.
That's a ball.
I could pinch run here, but
Let's go, Tom.
we're going to play it out.
Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. Yeah, Tom.
Ball
There we
1.
go. That's the pitch I needed to take.
Turn two.
Anytime I got someone on, I was just hitting that pitch into the ground. It's kind of looking more of slower sweeper coming in, and then slider just hung a left turn. And by then it was too late. All right, he's going to try to get me out of the zone. Or not. That's tough. That's really tough. Got me in circles there. Swung at all the pitches out of the zone and then wasn't ready for the one in the zone.
Come on, are you kidding me?
There you go. Quintana's throwing some dots here on the inside corner. A couple of his sinkers up and in were really good. That time he hangs a curveball, but get away with it. That was pretty much the worst curveball you can throw. Doesn't matter though, clean inning. no biggie.
Let's go, Tom.
Move it, move it, move it. There we go.
Throw so slow, everything looks like it's going to be a strike. His sinker feels hotter than it is, though. It's 92 after throwing like 4 different types of pitches. 74, 79. Slider's kind of hard
That's ball
at
two.
86. I think he threw one at like 90 earlier. I could be wrong. No, that was cool.
Ball, that's low.
Come on, Tom.
3-1? 3-1.
Hey,
If that was a little bit more over the middle of the plate, I would have swung, but I would have just ended up jamming myself on that pitch.
Unbelievable.
Might not want to face Tatis. He's a little bit better against righties.
Come on, Devin.
Turn 2 now. Let's go.
That was a pitch. That was what I was looking for on the first one. Closer to the plate, though. There it is again. Slow jump at shortstop. I feel like that kind of 86 off the bat. I feel like that gets played by the shortstop pretty often. That's probably Nico Horner, too.
That's a strike.
Horner might be a second, but he might be a short. He has Emerson at short. Common Emerson. I don't know if they boosted his fielding with his supercharge. I would guess that they did, but not necessarily.
Strike him out.
Not necessarily anything higher than like a 75.
Punch him out.
All right, Williams.
Probably not a bad time to pinch run for Murakami, but
Kidding me. Come on.
I think we are good. Nice. A little bit of insurance. It's pretty much all I've been hitting with Colson lately is like these pitches low out of the zone. Ready for it? Got too excited and dropped the PCI.
Ball inside.
All right, let's see. Are we testing Hap? Gold Glove Hap? I'm going to go back. You got a bad animation or something? That was my only chance, but ball stayed inside too far against Vargas. Romo having a good game, though.
Him down.
Ooh, bad jump in center. Really bad jump. Oh, that went a lot farther than I thought. I thought that was going to go about halfway of what it actually did. And so I thought that center field jump was actually going to do something. But sometimes I've noticed that, like, if you have a good fielder, I feel like you only get a bad jump with them when the game knows that you're still going to make the play. If that makes sense? So it makes it look like there's a little bit more variety, but that definitely happens on the infield, right? You get certain throwing animations depending on like how much time the fielder knows that it has. And sometimes you still get messed up, like if it's a fast runner, they still lollygag, but a lot of times like those super routine plays, you get certain animations knowing that they're still going to make the play.
Drop it. No! Come on, are you kidding me?
There's one funny one, which is like when the game knows that a certain hit is going to be a ground rule double, it's going to bounce, and then for sure it's going to, like, based off the trajectory, the game knows it's going to bounce over the fence. And so your fielder will run in the opposite direction as soon as the ball is hit. And it knows that you never would have caught it. And it also knows that there's going to be no play after it doesn't get, like, after it hits the ground. Your fielder will just shoot in the opposite direction. A couple of fastballs here. After, like, pitching pretty tight with Devin Williams the previous inning, kind of gave up with a couple of four-seamers.
Ball, that's inside.
All right, Williams.
Let's make this not a safe situation. Although I have plenty of bullpen. We got Mercy last game. So it doesn't matter too much if I need it, but Quintana's definitely going to start the ninth for me. Quintana's been good. Soroka was good until last game. I'm going to keep blaming the VRR, though. Like, I can tell my timing is, like, way better now. I'm still not, like, hitting amazing, but my timing feels correct now.
Come on, Ian.
And for the first two games, it absolutely did not. At least managed to get one win out of those two, though.
Let's go, Ian.
Wow. Ian Happ making contact with that pitch. It's 0-2, 66 pitches, and Quintana's tired, so that's a little bit rough. If it was a bigger lead, I'd probably keep pitching with Quintana, but time runs on deck, we're going to take him out. Unless it's a lefty. Nope. All right, Raleigh Fingers, it's your game now. And substitute left fielder for Max Clark. And we have two catchers on the bench, so that's not, like, super helpful, but it is what it is. There have been so many Little League home runs and inside the park home runs lately. I feel like I get an alert for them, like, every night now. Ever since Antonacci's, I feel like Antonacci's was, like, the first one, which was at this point, like, probably 4 weeks ago against the Diamondbacks. And then ever since then, I get one, like, every 2 days. See if Tatis can make this one. He's the one of the guys that allowed an inside the park home run or Little League home run. Ball just went right under his glove.
Second baseman,
Nico, let's go. Let's go.
Ball, that's inside.
Good take. Yeah, Nico, let's go. Let's go.
Really wants to score this run. All right. For a second, that looked like he was going to barehand it.
next for the 66er. The first base
So desperate to score one run that they were willing to give up an out in the bottom of the ninth. That's crazy.
Unbelievable. Come on.
Unless they were, like, intending to drag bunt. Sometimes it's hard to time up the drag bunt versus, like, last second sacrifice. But, all right, we turned it around later in the game. Timing is now there. We're going to try to get into CS. We're going to have one more game tonight. Completed this program. Nice. I had to get halfway through because they had White Sox cards in there. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting one, but I didn't think we'd get Carroll and Murakami. So, all right, I'll be back in 2 minutes, and then we will play one more game. All right, let's do it. We're not really going to check on any parallel mods, although I've seen a couple guys get paralleled. But until you're like parallel 5, it's not even really worth looking at the parallel mods. Especially because of how fast you're going to go through. Like, let's say you get to parallel 3. If you like keep your parallel 3 mod on when you get to parallel 4, you're kind of nerfing yourself. And then you get through the parallel levels like so fast, kind of doesn't even matter. All right, Sean Burke on the mound.
Kicking off the ball game tonight,
Willie McGee.
number 51, Willie McGee.
I've had a couple people where like they can't do anything with Willie McGee, and then some people that hit bombs. Like that. Except with Willie McGee. 407 to right center with Trey Turner. I feel like Trey Turner, I think, has the first pitch quirk. I don't know if he does on this card or not, but Sean Burke did not have a good first game for me. 464 batting average. 1350 ERA and 5.1. But I think I still won that game eventually. Just didn't start off too well. Making use of the pause timer, I respect it. Using the whole pause timer. Let's see. Do I take a free win due to the food? What up, Angel? How you doing, man? What's going on tonight? Happy summer to ya.
Ball.
They got their pause time down to like 15 seconds. Not that you need it in the first inning. And I think it does come back over the course of a few innings, but hopefully he's not like one of those people that like uses as much pause time as possible per inning. Just to be annoying. I don't know if I've ever faced anyone like that, but there's got to be people out there. I'm doing good. I was getting over a sickness for the last week. Got a little bit of a light cough remaining, but otherwise feeling much better. At least Robert is able to cut it off and keep him at first. Then we got to do some travel the next couple of weeks. It's going to be a lot. And then hopefully after that, we get to chill for a few months. That would be ideal. June was looking pretty chill. After we got back, it was supposed to be pretty chill, but now it's looking busy too. Work is exhausting, I bet. Getting any breaks? Glasnow on the mound. I feel like Glasnow's never really very good. Even if he does get a sinker, I think he does have a sinker on this card. He still kind of throws like over the top. To the point where like the sinker doesn't have like great sinker movement. Sinker, slider, knuckle curve, and a 12-6. Knuckle curve and 12-6. That sinker looked like a fastball.
Are you kidding me?
I just don't think he gets good sinker movement. Unfortunately, I was not ready for it.
Ball, that's low.
Let's go, Harold.
Ball, that's outside.
Don't work on the weekends, and thankfully we get a 3-day weekend for Memorial Day. Nice. You guys doing anything fun?
Figure it out. Drop it.
Just get a chance to recuperate.
Come on.
Or play MLB The Show all day. Was not expecting him to throw 100.
Ball.
That could change things.
Make it count.
Maybe this card's slightly better than I expected.
Ball, that's out.
Fastball away, 2-2. Hard hit. Right at him.
Come on, come on.
Not much. That can be fine.
Strike.
I mean, at this point, I love days in weekends where I have nothing on the schedule because we don't get many of them. And like truly, we had so much travel in the last 6 months that it was actually like fatiguing. Because none of it was like vacation. It was all just like going for weddings and stuff like that.
Hey.
And then I thought I moved just far enough away from my parents that we wouldn't be invited to be there like every week. But it seems like just about every other weekend we're making the drive. That was an unfortunate pitch right down the middle. And that's what I was trying to throw when I threw that home run ball.
3. Hey.
Sonic Racing Legend League Season 4 is over. Did they increase the number of bear down pitches you can have? I don't remember seeing anything about that. Thought you were capped at 3.
Sit him down.
How did Season 4 go?
Leading off for the power play, the right fielder, Junior.
There's a dot of a slider right there.
Come on, Fernando.
Let's go. Come
Let me
on.
check if this game's on Hoff, because the last time it didn't look like that PCI was very big. This game is on All-Star. Okay. That Terra Scuba game I didn't think was on Hoff, but it was. So now I gotta check. Just so I'm mentally prepared.
Ball, that's out.
I'm gonna try to hit the meatballs for a little bit. Gotten a couple of breaking balls over the middle, which I missed.
Let's go. Come on.
Yep,
A little
that
bit of a
ball went
different story on 2-strike count, but if I'm ahead of count, then if I'm ahead in the count, then for sure.
Drop it. Drop it. Come on. Come on now.
Nope. Dang.
What was that?
I still have not gotten past the problem of like always dropping my PCI when I don't need to, followed by like dropping the PCI when I need to, or other way around, whatever.
There we go. Yeah, baby.
Like that one I pushed it way too far, but then like half the time on that same pitch, I'll get something like right on the corner, and then I won't throw it far enough. Murakami with a couple of good picks so far today. I don't remember if they gave him 75 plus fielding. They nerfed his like arm accuracy or something on this card, but I think his fielding rating's still okay. Drew Romo, I feel like I'm hitting better with him than my batting average says. I've definitely had like a couple of good games with him. But anytime I look at his batting average, it's like somewhere in the 200s. Right now, high 200s, oftentimes low 200s.
Come on, Sam.
I feel like the slider is the pitch that he's been hanging the most. And even the sinker has been like very measured. Like either it's right on the corner like that or it's been way off the plate. Other than the very first pitch that they threw. That one was a sinker down the middle. Everything else has been way off. There's that slider, but got it off the plate. You're good. Lee went very well. Nice. You just playing for like ranking right now, or you tried to
Come on.
like get through a battle pass and stuff? Von Burke has 4 bear down pitches in his back pocket. That looks like it's his maximum. Got 4 little dots there. And if I use one of them shows up as like a gray dot or something. Diamond League, just shy of Emerald, the highest. Dang. So is that your goal? Trying to get to Emerald? Or have you been in Emerald before? At some point. So use the bear down there. And yeah, it shows 1 gray empty dot. He's got 4. For some reason I thought 3 was the maximum. I wonder if there's like a quirk or something that gets you an extra one. Or if they just changed it. Just a standard ranking system. Tatis gets absolutely destroyed by that pitch. Which of course means he gets a base hit. Albie's homered earlier, and that pitch was supposed to be a lot more inside than it was.
Come on, Ray.
Not the pitch. Not the pitch. Leadoff man is up, and I don't know if I had a hit yet. 102 off the bat. And just barely out. I think this is a better elevation for this park. We're at 1,000 elevation. 340 down the line. I think this is where we want to be. 2,000 elevation resulted in an 89 mile an hour home run.
That's out.
And I don't think I really want those in my park. Fastball tumbling into the top left. High and outside corner. Just a touch late. But Tatis coming up here. Another look with a righty up. One of the few, because Drew Romo's a switch hitter, Ray Durham's a switch hitter. So it's really just Tatis, and it's Luis Robert.
That's inside.
There you go. There's that sinker. For a lot of pitchers, that sinker is going to bite back into your, probably to the corner. But his just goes straight down.
Oh, that's inside.
I feel like he doesn't throw as over the top as he used to, but it's still a little bit over the top.
You got this. Come on.
Ball, that's out.
Sinker away, we get the full count. Oh, I forgot about Vargas. Vargas is also one of my righties. So yeah, that Drew Romo, like, when that was a left-handed catcher Teal,
Here we go.
this lineup was way imbalanced. I might have to try the Caro because his swing was really good for me when he was just a bronze. Now he's a common. But I had him on the bench on this team. And he was 2 for 2 with 2 pinch hit. Like,
Let's go.
I don't remember if they were both game-winning RBIs or what, but 5 series was doing just fine for me. He was a little bit better of a sinker. Still feel like I could have hit that one, though. especially with Vargas. That's the one pitch I feel comfortable with him trying to hit. There's Romo with a homer. He heard me talking about want to try Caro. trying Caro. He did not want to lose his job. That's like 4 perfects in the last 2 innings.
Here we go, Luis.
Anchor down the middle. Can't take third there, unfortunately. Now we're back to the top of the order. Did Ray Durham home excuse me. Did Ray Durham homer? Yes, he did. We didn't really have anything going through the first time through the order. Second time through is much better. Hard hit. Double play. Trey Turner homered on a curveball down the middle, and that slider hangs really badly. 424. It seemed like even farther than that.
Hey, Sean, let's do it.
Two quick outs after the home run. Does he have a changeup? Nope. Finger cutter and then 2 breaking balls. Good swing. I didn't think he was ready for that. Oh, with 2 solo homers, they take the lead back.
Nope, that's a ball.
I was going to say, Glasnow staying in the game probably wouldn't be the move. Oh, I forgot. I should just spoil it. I was going to say, I have a video of the last time I faced Hader. And it was him coming in, and then I think on the first pitch, I think it was in extras or something. He comes in, runner on second, down by 1. First pitch gives a walk-off home run. So the last couple of years, I've been struggling to get my Josh Hader damage, my 2-run Hader, but this year I've had a lot of 2-run Haders. He's going to face Tatis here, so let's see what we can do. I know there's a glitch with some of his pitches, and I've encountered it a few times. But it doesn't matter. 2-run Hader is alive and well. See if this one gets down. It's Willie McGee in center field. A lot of speed. Colson's going to have to do it lefty-lefty. Oh, man. Absolutely destroyed that ball. Throws another slider, expecting that I won't look for it twice, and he was right. 3 sliders in a row. Okay. You can keep him in for Vargas. All over that pitch. It was too early, but it passed in during the green. Staying alive. No 2-run hater this time. Felt like I was right on him on a few pitches though. He was like a couple inches away from being 2 runs. And then first pitch is going to be a home run. Cool. Those are the most deflating ones. When you put all that work in to get 0 runs, put all that pressure on during the inning, and then homer on the first batter. Sean Burke was fine. We're going to take him out, though. He doesn't need to be in any longer. Britton's been one of my best pitchers. We're going to try to hold it right here. That was just a bad pitch.
Let's go now, Big Z.
No, that.
Let's go, Zach.
Colson's going to have to die for this one. 31 speed, though. Still get 2. Edgar Caro's got the clutch, but he does not have the speed. Billy McGee has the speed, but we got a man there. We're almost finally up to 300. And Hader still in the game. Not for long, though. If he goes to a righty, Antoniadji's on deck. And I think I'm going to keep in Luis Robert for now. Might go with Max Clark later on in the game. Very hittable pitch. PCI just got a little stuck there.
Ball, that's in.
Wait for your pitch now.
They might stick with the fastball here. Colson got 3 sliders. Oh, he does get a slider.
Ball, that
There's
pitch
another
is
one. Is it worth taking to 2 strikes? Possibly. Tying run's still on deck. Another lefty coming in. Should be a good matchup for Robert. Taking the first pitch for sure. Second pitch.
Here we go, Sam.
I got a slider right here, and I'll swing. Fastball in.
Ball 4, that's in.
Get away. Come now, here we go.
No way. Gotten beat on a few of these sliders today, like right under the hand, but a dot. Thinking it's going to be like a splitter or a sweeper. Like that pitch. That's what I was looking for exactly. And just shoots it under the hands. And under that one as well. All right. Having slightly better at bats here against the bullpen pitchers, but haven't strung anything together yet. 4 pitches. Let's keep them in. Bullpen here is not like super good. Longer I can keep Britton in, the better. Casually doing online races, just 1 small new character add next weekend. Okay. It's not like a mega grind necessarily. Sounds fun though. Do you have a character that you made?
Did he go?
That was a 2-strike pitch and kind of wasted my bear down on that.
Ball. No, ball 4.
Okay. Last batter for Britton here. Perfect.
Hustle, hustle. Turn it.
A little closer than I was expecting, but got the job done. Mark Davis, the lefty, is staying in. We do have a lot of lefties.
No, inside.
But I don't mind this matchup. Davis doesn't have a sinker, and Harold Baines has like 121 contact versus left. But he does not have 121 contact on pitches in the dirt. I took a walk with Antonacci. Let's see if he's careful with Murakami as well.
Ball.
$101. Davis is a 20 ERA. Kind of felt like that pitch was coming. Please, thank you. Thought that was going to slice back to the shortstop for a second. Ballpark is big enough for us to get to second base. Gotta find a way to drive him home. I think I had an opportunity last inning to like do a little bit of small ball, but try too hard to score both, not give up an out. And it could have been a one-run game right now. I think I like had an opportunity to steal and decided not to.
Let's go, let's go! Get on your horse! Let's go! Let's show 'em! Runner, runner!
Oh,
Get on your horse!
that's devastating. And I think if I'd left the guy on second base, that ball probably gets through.
Up next for knockout,
And then I probably score.
Fernando
Not very good with trying. He's got a 251 ERA though.
Come on, Blake!
Kind of feel like he's doing much worse than his numbers show, but I'll take it. Hopefully he keeps it going here then.
Here we go, Blake! It's okay, get out. You're out!
All right, good play at first from Murakami.
Let's go,
Ozzy
Blake.
Albies, who's absolutely destroyed me today, as he usually does. Tries to put a third one up. We go just foul
Are you kidding me?
over the burgers and the live burger.
Come on, Blake!
Not making the play there. Colson, not making the play either. That's crazy. What a pitch.
Ball.
That one looked like a strike to me.
Here we go, Blake!
There's like a little border around the ball in gray. It's like a little border or shadow or something. And then it makes it look like it's touching. And you can't really tell
Let's go,
necessarily.
Blake.
3-1 pitch. Fastball gets him to fly out. And we're going to have... Who's coming up here? Top of the order? Middle of the order. 6, 7, 8. Middle / bottom. 88 off the bat of Vargas. Yeah, this was the pitch that was that was the swing that was a home run last time. So that change in elevation definitely did its job. Taking out what's his face, putting in Kenley. And tying run's gonna be at the plate. We're gonna stay at first. It's gonna leave it a double play situation. Absolutely no chance to get to second. I will pinch run just because I know I have other pinch runners.
Here we go, Sam!
Just want a touch more speed. Just because. 2 warning track shots.
Come on! Let's go, La Pantera.
Come on, Luis.
You know what? I'm going to pinch hit with Larry Doby.
Hey.
I haven't swung with this guy in a little bit.
Here we go, Larry.
Inside ball.
Come on, Larry.
Oh, I was hoping for a sinker there.
Ball, that's in.
Called a check swing, and we're going to get a chance here.
Let's go, Larry.
Take your
Ball
base,
4.
Ball 4.
Top of the order.
Oh, that's right. One more. Let's
Tried to backdoor corner the sweeper.
Ball 1.
Good eye. Good eye. Here we go, Ray.
Ball game.
Get it out. Come on, ball.
Ray Durham. High and away from Kenley Jansen after 2 warning track shots. Finally took some pitches. I probably took more pitches in the 9th inning than I did the whole rest of the game. Larry Doby with a walk after a check swing. And then we homer on that pitch. That's crazy. Sometimes I forget that I'm using an all White Sox team. And it must be so devastating when you bring in your God squad. You bring in your closer and then that happens. I mean, I've had the opposite happen too, where I'm playing a good game and then I blow it. Which I kind of did in this one too. 2 homers for Ray Durham in this one. Goodness. And we get ourselves into championship series tonight. And a butt ton of packs. Nice. That was crazy. It's like every like extra pitch that I could see, every one little ball off the plate, I was like, I'm getting closer and closer. And those 2 warning track shots, I was like, I feel like I can do this. It ends up working. What a game. The White Sox squad is coming together. See what mods I can put on here. He's got 11 home runs, which feels like it's like the most on my team. Because the rest of my team, I feel like, doesn't hit home runs. He's at 70 power right now. I don't have any mods on him because it's kind of a well-rounded card, and I think I like the +5. Like, his power feels pretty good. Just putting everything into power probably wouldn't feel like the move, because I think he needs the contact just a little bit. If I were to do a power build, his power only really goes up to 78, 80, and 74. And it's like already at 70. So it doesn't really feel like it's worth it for everything else that'll have to go up. Interestingly, his on base is a 295 with a 282 batting average. And so he's not even like on paper, not even what you would want in a leadoff guy. He just hits bombs. 202 ISO. 7 grounded into double plays. That's crazy. That's a lot for as much speed as he has. He's not homering at a crazy rate. It's 21 at bats per home run, which is not amazing. But I feel like, especially when I was using Big Zone, is really hard to hit for power. Let's see another guy. Like Colson Montgomery's probably like 40 plate appearances per home run. Yeah, 37. That was pretty spot on. 154 ice. So he's hitting more home runs now, but he hits a lot of singles for me. Drew Romo probably is at like 13, maybe even less plate appearances per home run. He's at 11. That's pretty excellent. I think the best home run hitters in the major leagues, I think it's like 12 or something like that. His ISO's a 364. So he's definitely, but he's like, it's different because I started using after I started going back to like real zone hitting. He only has 2 home runs. I thought he had like 4 or 5. 7 home runs for Antonacci, including some against lefties with like no power. 6 home runs for Vargas. Robert has 3. What did my original Murakami card have? He didn't have many either. 11 for Tatis. So Tatis is the one that's hitting the home runs. White Sox legend. 5 for Harold Baines. Let me just check the old Murakami card. That one only had 5 as well, so yeah, it's literally like Tatis and nobody else. Crazy. GG's though. That was a fun ending. No stream next week because I won't be here. In the meantime, say hi to Legendarian. Appreciate you guys hanging. Hope you had a great time. Yeah, we'll be back in a couple weeks, probably continuing on from here. That will be right before the next weekend classic. So if you can rank up a little bit and play a little bit that weekend. Other than that, hopefully you have a great night. Good to see you, Angel. Everyone else in the chat, have a good night.